Okay, get up on the roof here at Rebecca Crawford's house, and for her daughter, Erica. I made a lot of notes up on the roof, and I want to start going over that information right now. I have a few reminder arrows to start with. The first arrow is to talk about the drip edge. So when we replaced your roof, and we were talking about metal, nearly identical to the one that we did across the street, I think we look, Rebecca and I think we both agree that it looks super cute on this style of house. So if we talk about metal, the bright shiny silver, the drip edge is going to match bright shiny silver, just like your roof. This other arrow is to talk about just how I can feel and you can see the nails have popped up underneath the shingles, and it's created that bubble there. It was right here, so I thought I'd point it out. Getting up on the roof, a lot to talk about. Okay, so one of the first things I do when I get up on the roof, I start scanning for what's called lift up, just like this guy here. I already marked this one. Lift up is when the shingles get old and you lose that bond between the back of the shingle and the roof itself. Once you lose that bond, it's not going to sit back down. It's just going to keep flopping around until it eventually breaks off. What's going to accelerate that is that you have a lot of granule loss on the roof. I will say that I give this roof, for its age, very, very high marks. It seems like it's lasted quite a long time, but I think we're definitely kind of at the end of the limit, so to speak. The granules on the shingles, in every sense of the word, are your sunblock for your house. So when you lose the granules, all the protective chemicals in the asphalt shingles, they start to leach out, and then the shingles become extraordinarily brittle, almost like saltine crackers. So when you have lifted up shingles and you have the brittleness, that's when they start breaking off. So you can kind of pretty much forget about hurricane season later this year. Anything remotely close to a tropical storm, these shingles are going to lift and then break off. Rebecca's requests that we remove this old-timey ridge vent. With the metal roof, you're not going to have one because it has a tiny bit of venting at the top, but it reflects 4 times, 400% the amount of heat than any shingle roof. Here's more of the same. It's actually a bit more pronounced. Over here, these poor guys are just barely hanging on by a thread. Oh, I did notice, look at all the debris underneath the shingles. So it's been that way for quite some time. Rebecca asked if we could remove the chimney because there's no more fireplace or gas appliances in the house, so we'll gladly get rid of that for you, and we'll re-plywood over. Actually, Rebecca has incredible plank boards for the attic. There's no plywood, so we're going to do the same, like for like. In this area, probably a good time to talk about, this is the kitchen leaky area, this is the garage leaky area, that's really spongy over there, and then you have all this patchwork done here. So we're going to do all that. Tiny little flat roof. Oh, just have to ask Rebecca about the satellite dish. If she's not using it, well, it's actually not connected to the roof, but I'll ask her anyway. We could offer to dispose of it as well too if it's not being used. We're going to reboot the bathroom vents. Like I said, we're going to get rid of this. The flat roof. So there's nothing really fun or sexy about a flat roof, especially one of this size. They're not cheap to replace, and it's not so much the flat roofing material, it's the layers underneath that provide that gentle pitch, that slope, to keep the water going away from the house. But as you can see with all the debris, you can see where the ponds and the lakes are forming back toward the house. So we want to actually get this pitched correctly, moving the water away and to the sides of the roof. Okay, so but I'll include that in the estimate. Fortunately, it's not a big house, so everything, relatively speaking, is going to be very, very economical. There's that. And then real quick, Erica, for your benefit, let's talk about how we're going to do this roof for your mom. So Rebecca and Erica, imagine this with me. We're going to remove all the shingles, get down to the bare roof, the bare wooden roof. You happen to have the plank board, which is amazing. Building codes every couple years get upgraded. The latest, greatest one says place a new nail in that bare roof every 6 inches, holding the wood to the roof trusses. Well, we go every 4 to 5 inches, so we're going to double, triple the number of nails holding those plank boards to your house, to your trusses. And then we're going to install what's called waterproof barrier. Hugely important. So every inch of this roof is going to be covered with waterproof barrier. In the event that, who knows, the neighbor's porch ends up in a hurricane on top of your roof, even if it damages your roof, it's still not going to allow water to get inside your house. Really important. okay? And then we're either gonna put your brand new shiny metal roof, or if we have to revert to shingle, we'll do that as well too. And that's about it. So I'm gonna get down and look forward to talking more with Rebecca. Thanks.